Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. I am Saima Adhikari teaching in Anjuman Islam Abdul Azim Khatkate English Secondary School Bashi. Today we are going to learn chapter number 10 cell and cell organelles of standard 8. In our previous class we have already studied about different types of cells and their different structure. In this chapter we are going to focus more on the plant and animal cells. We are going to discuss about their different organelles and their structure and their function. So let's start our topic. First organelle in a plant cell or the first membrane in a plant cell is the cell wall. Here I am representing this cell wall with a black color. This cell wall is present in a plant cell and absent in a animal cell. Cell wall is made up of carbohydrate. Those carbohydrates are cellulose and pectin. Cell wall is a very important as it support and protect the cell. So this is the function of a cell wall. The second most important membrane of a cell is a cell membrane. Cell membrane is thin, fragile, elastic, selectively permeable. That means cell membrane is very thin. This one is the red color part is the cell membrane. Okay, so the cell membrane is thin and cell membrane is very delicate and it is stretchable and it allow only few material to enter inside the cell and restrict the harmful substances. Cell membrane is selectively permeable as it is made up of two layers of lipid molecule, and in these two layers of a lipid molecule, here you see there are lipid molecule. There are two layers of lipid molecule. That's why it is also be known as the lipid bilayer. And in this lipid bilayer molecule, there is a protein molecules which are embedded. There are protein molecules which are present here. So cell membrane is made up of, or cell membrane, or it is also be known as the plasma membrane. So cell membrane and a plasma membrane is made up of a lipid and this one is the protein molecule. Cell membrane is selectively permeable, cell membrane is thin, cell membrane is elastic, cell membrane is made up of lipid bilayer and a protein molecule. The next layer inside the cell, over here after a cell membrane there is a sticky jelly like fluid which is present in a cell. That sticky jelly like fluid which is present inside the cell, this fluid is known as the cytoplasm. Here you can see this is a fluid, sticky fluid which is present. This sticky fluid is a cytoplasm, and cytoplasm is also been known as the medium for a cellular chemical reaction. Cytoplasm is sticky fluid medium. It is also been known as a medium for cellular chemical reaction. It also contain amino acid. It also contain vitamins, carbohydrates, etc. These are the things which are present in a cytoplasm. After a cytoplasm, the next organelle which is present in a cell, that organelle is a very important organelle. Over here in a plant cell, if you see, we find there is a spherical shape organ which is present in a cell. This spherical shape organ is nothing but the nucleus. Nucleus which is present mostly in a middle of a cell. Nucleus is spherical in shape, and if we will see the nucleus, there are two layers in a nucleus, and the outer layer of a nucleus there are number of small holes which are present on the outer surface of a nucleus. So nucleus is double membrane. Nucleus have number of small holes or small pores on it, and inside the nucleus there is a thread like material which is present, and this thread like material is nothing but the chromatin fibers. Nucleus is double membrane, double layer. Outer layer is having a small spores are present in outer layer, and inside the nucleus there is a chromatin fibers which are present, and these chromatin fibers are responsible for the transfer of hereditary material from parents to offspring. And this is present where? This is present inside the nucleus. Over here inside the nucleus, number of chromatin fibers are present. Okay, and there are small holes on a nucleus. On the outer surface there is a small holes which are present. So this is about the nucleus, and main function of a nucleus is what? Is to transmit the hereditary information and from one generation to another generation. And nucleus is a very important organ in a cell, as it controls all the metabolic activities of the cell. After a nucleus, inside the cell there is a tube like part which is present, and this tube like part, they are interconnected with each other and they form a net like structure, and this net like structure is nothing but ER, or also be known as endoplasmic reticulum. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One here I am representing with a purple color, and another one I am representing with a blue color. This purple color one, if you will see, there are number of dots which are present. These dots are nothing but the ribosomes granules. As the ribosomes granules are present on the outer surface of this ER, that's why it is known as the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so the surface is rough. Why the surface is rough? As there is a presence of a ribosome granules, and here in a blue color one there is no such ribosomes granules which are present. That's why this is known as SER, that means smooth endoplasmic reticulum. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulums which are present. One is a rough endoplasmic reticulum and another one is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulums are very important as it conduct the protein molecule. The function of endoplasmic reticulum is to conduct or is to transport the protein molecules which are produced, which are formed here in a nucleus. Over here, after the next most important function of an endoplasmic reticulum, it convert the toxin substances, the toxins which enter in our body. Those toxin substances become water soluble in what? Endoplasmic reticulum. So they convert the toxin substances, made of toxin substances, water soluble, and when the toxins become water soluble, it will get flush out from our body. So these are the functions of an endoplasmic reticulum. Where this endoplasmic reticulum is present? Beside the nucleus. There is a network, tube of network, like that network of tubes which are present, that is known as the endoplasmic reticulum. After endoplasmic reticulum, next one is the Golgi complex. After a endoplasmic reticulum, here we can see there are a flat sac which are placed, a flat or inflated balloon like structure. They are placed parallel to each other. This is known as the Golgi complex, and they are also be known as the packing department of the cell, as they transport the protein which is synthesized in a endoplasmic reticulum. These Golgi complex, these flat sac-like structure, they are known as the packing department of the cell. Why they are called as a packing department of the cell? Because they modified as well as they sort out. Okay, they modified, they sort, and they pack the material which is synthesized in an endoplasmic reticulum, such as your enzymes, protein, mucus. All these materials are dispatched to the required sites, maybe to the cell membrane, to the cytoplasm, and to the other organelles. The next organelle is mitochondria. Mitochondria, here you can see there is a capsule like organelle which is present. That organelle is a mitochondria. Mitochondria is also been known as the powerhouse of the cell. Let us see the structure of a mitochondria first. Mitochondria This capsule-shaped organ in a cell is known as the mitochondria. Mitochondria is double membrane. Outer membrane of a mitochondria is porous, as there are number of small pores which are present, and the inner membrane of mitochondria is deeply folded, and these folds are known as the crista. The inner cavity of a mitochondria is filled with liquid, and that fluid, that liquid, that proteinous gel is known as the matrix. And inside this matrix there is a ribosome, phosphate granules, and DNA molecules which are present. Therefore they can produce their own protein. Mitochondria can produce their own protein with the help of enzymes. Mitochondria oxidize the carbohydrate. This is a main function of mitochondria, to oxidize the carbohydrate and to produce ATP. And the ATP which is generated in a mitochondria is in the form of ATP. Energy which is generated in a form of ATP. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. Function of a mitochondria is to produce energy rich compound. This is the first function of a mitochondria, to produce energy rich compound, and that energy rich compound is which one? ATP molecule. And the second function of a mitochondria is it synthesizes the protein, carbohydrate, lipid by using this energy, to synthesize protein, carbohydrate and lipid by using this energy. After a mitochondria, the next organelles which are present in a plant cell is and animal cells are the lysosomes. Lysosomes, these are also known as the immune system of the cell. They are also be called as a demolition squad of a cell, or the suicide bag of a cell. Lysosomes are very simple in structure. They are single membrane, simple in structure. Lysosomes are simple, single membrane, and it also contain the digestive enzymes, and they are also be known as the immune system of the cell. Why they are called as the immune system of the cells? Because they destroy the viruses, bacteria which enter the cell. Lysosomes are also be known as the demolishing squad of a cell. Demolishing squad of a cell. The cells, if suppose the cells are worse, or some organelles are destroyed, then these organelles will get digested by the lysosome. Lysosome is also called as a suicide bag. When a cell become old or it become damaged, the lysosome burst and the enzyme digests their cell itself, and that's why it is also be known as the suicide bag of the cell. Lysosomes are single membrane. Lysosomes are simple. Lysosomes are known as the immune system of the cells. Lysosomes are also be known as the demolishing squad of the cell. Lysosomes are also be known as the suicide bag of the cell. The next organelle of the cell is the vacuoles. Vacuoles, there are empty space which is present in a cell, and this one will act as a storage sac, that is known as the vacuoles. Vacuoles are very important in a plant cell as well as in a animal cells. Vacuoles, they are also be called as a storage sac of a cell. Vacuoles store the metabolic byproducts. The waste products of a cells are stored in a vacuole temporarily in an animal cell, and in a plant cell it also store the waste product as well as it provide the turgidity and rigidity to the cell. It also maintain the osmotic pressure in a cell. Here you can see the vacuoles are represented with white empty space. Okay, there is a liquid which is present in a vacuole. The last organelle of a cell that we are going to discuss today is the chloroplast, the pigments which are present in a plant cell and absent in a animal cell. Green color pigments which are present in a plant cell, and they are responsible for the photosynthesis process. These green pigments, they absorb sunlight and they help plants in a photosynthesis process. Those green pigments are known as the chloroplast. Chloroplasts are the pigments which are present in a plant cell, and these pigments are absent in our animal cells. This oval shaped green color pigment which is present in a plant cell is the chloroplast. If we will see the structure of a chloroplast is double membrane. There are two layers in a chloroplast, outer membrane and an inner membrane. And inside the inner membrane we can find there is a disc-like shape which is present, and that's the disc-like shape which is known as the thylakoid. The thylakoids are present. There is a single one granum which is placed over one above, and it form a thylakoid. And other than a thylakoid, there is a liquid which is present in a chloroplast. That liquid is known as the stroma, and this stroma in a chloroplast contain enzyme, DNA, ribosomes, carbohydrate that are necessary for the photosynthesis process. So here in our whole chapter we have discussed about the different organelles of the cell. Here there is a summary of a whole chapter. First we have discussed about the cell wall. Cell wall is what? It is made up of carbohydrate. It is made up of a cellulose, pectin, carbohydrate, and it is also a function of a cell wall is to support and to protect the inner membrane of the cell. The second organelle of the cell is the cell membrane. This red color part is representing what? Cell membrane, which is thin, fragile, elastic, selectively permeable, as it made up of a protein and a bilipid layer. Then the next one is a cytoplasm. The sky blue color fluid part which is present is a cytoplasm. This is a sticky fluid medium for a cellular respiration, cellular chemical reaction. It also contains amino acid, vitamin, carbohydrate. The spherical part in a cell is known as the nucleus. Nucleus is double membrane. It has small pores, that means it is porous. It also contains the chromatin fibers. Chromatin fibers will develop into chromosome during a cell division, and they are responsible for transmitting the hereditary characteristics from parents to offspring. Another one is the ER, that is endoplasmic reticulum. There are two types of ER, rough endoplasmic and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Golgi complex, which is a sac-like parallelly placed organs in a plant as well as in a animal cell. The next one, which is a brown color capsule-like shape, that one is a mitochondria. Mitochondria, double membrane having number of pores on it. It is also be known as the powerhouse of the cell, as it is generate the energy in the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. After mitochondria, that light green color part which is representing lysosome. Lysosome is a simple organ made up of a single membrane, and then digestive, it also contains a digestive enzyme, and that's why it is known as a suicide bag, demolishing squad, immune cell of the immune system of the cell. Vacuoles are the empty space in a cells which is filled with a liquid, the metabolic byproduct. Especially it also provide the rigidity as well as turgidity, and also maintain the osmotic pressure in a cell. And the last one is the chloroplast, which is a color pigment present in a plant cell and absent in a animal cell. Chloroplasts are responsible for the photosynthesis process, and that's why as the chloroplast is present in the leaf, that's why the leaves are green in color. So this is all about our chapter number 10, that is cell and a cell organelle. Thank you everyone.